Hello traders, this is Day Trader Matt with businesswithtrading.com doing an E-mini trading room recap for Wednesday the 15th of October. And today was another interesting day in the markets. We had quite a large gap down to start the day and basically went sideways. A little higher up here, a little lower down here, but basically sideways. Today we took two trades. We were 50-50 and ended up with 1 point on the day. After the market opened, we basically watched how it moved for the first 50 or so minutes. Over here we did take a long, which we took a stop out, and we took another long down here, which we were able to actually take some profit on, which gave us our 1 point for the day. And then we kind of watched things. The market chopped around, it came up, and then it went much lower than what I was thinking, which was pretty interesting. But we pretty much called it a day over here, and went home with the point. And I always talk about wanting to be consistently profitable, but you also, the goals of the trading room, my goals, are to make the least amount of trades possible. I don't want to go in and make 6 trades every single day. I don't want to make over 4 trades every single day. I would like to trade the least amount possible, but I want to make good trades. The trades that I make, I want to be able to try to maximize what we make. And over here, we kind of did that. We took a trade which, if this would have set up, price would have come up here. We got stopped out on. Still like the trade. We were able to get in, and we got out. The market rolled over. So from that perspective, it was a good day. We didn't take that many trades. We only took 2. We were 1 for 1. We only came out with a point. But that's better than a loss. And that's the way that I look at it. You have some new traders. I get emails also. Emails say, well, your stats look great. Why did you only make a point today? Why did this? Why did that? And then I get other people as well. They'll email me and they're like, well, you only made a point today. Why don't you try this system? Or have you tried this style? Like, I know how to trade this style. Have you tried it? And my answer is always, I have my own methodology. I've used it for many years, and it works for me. There's no reason at all for me to deviate. And for me to deviate, would be very counterintuitive for me, because this way works. The way that I trade, the methodology that I teach, that I've taught on the site for many years. I've taught other people for many years before I even started the website. If you haven't heard the story, the website started out of a trading group that I pretty much started, and I met a bunch of other traders through this forum, and we would hang out and talk, and mostly on Skype. We would do Skype rooms, and we would hang out and talk, and they were asking me to start a room, because what we did in the Skype room, we would post our trades and just talk about the day. We had some similarities, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and they encouraged me to start a room. And I was working on a website already, so I'm like, well, I'm working on a site. I don't know what to do with it, so I'll start this and I'll start teaching. So that's basically how I got into it. And it's just been so much fun since then, because I meet all these great people, and I learn a lot from it. And that's the approach that I take. I get a new client. I meet a new friend, and I learn a lot from them as well. They learn from me. And that's the same way I look at the market. I can learn something from the market. And my methodology doesn't change very much. Once you get to a certain point, your methodology doesn't change. The only thing you can really change is your risk parameters, because your methodology, it shouldn't change. Your methodology should be the same. The way you enter a trade, the way you exit a trade. And the only thing you can really adjust is your risk parameters. Like maybe in this market condition, I should try to enter a little bit further away than in this market condition, or something like that. So I've been very fortunate to get to work with thousands of traders, and it's just been a ton of fun, and being able to, whenever I travel, I always have a friend wherever I go. I know somebody. If I'm in a place that I've never been to before, maybe I have a tour guide. That's always a good thing. But anyway, I know I'm rambling a little bit here. I wanted to talk about, the risk a little bit, and also the mindset of a new trader. How they look at things from a different perspective. And when I first started trading, I had a totally different perspective than I have now. Now I treat it just like a business. I get in, I work for certain times, I trade, a certain way. I have a certain methodology. Whereas when I started, I would jump from one to another, and I didn't really have set hours. My screens were going when I was sleeping, so I could wake up and place a trade. Thankfully I didn't do that, but I did trade way too much. I overtraded, a little bit more aggressively than the definition of overtrading. So it was actually pretty bad. But anyway, I wanted to talk about that a little bit. So hopefully it made sense. Someone got something out of what I was talking about. You can always leave comments below the video. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here in the markets. Thank you.